Hi, I'm Jacqueline Guzman, and we are here at the Art Society, and I'm here to interview some of our local artists. So come along, let's go. So hi, good day. We are here again at the Art Society, our annual exhibition, which is on the 1st of December. Sorry about that. And we are here with Wendy Pereira Acqui, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her part that she plays in the Art Society.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am one of the directors here, and today we're having our Christmas Mart. It's our annual Christmas Mart, and it runs at the same time with our November members exhibition, which actually is running into December. And today we have lots of different artists and artisans here with us, our members, showing their pieces. So here I have like clay rosaries, handmade clay rosaries. Every bead, center, and crucifix is hand done.
Right, who made the rosaries?
I made these rosaries.
Right, great, lovely.
And I have one of my friends, she blends her scents for her handmade soy candles here. So they're here. And my husband is also involved. He's a photographer on his side, and he makes pepper jelly.
Oh, so look at some of the pepper jelly here. Hope not too hot. But it's Keith and Wendy's pepper jelly here down at the Art Society. So please feel free to come and get a bottle.
But I am an artist, so I also do have one of my watercolors.
And Wendy's work as well. And we're going to introduce you to a young artist here. Her name is Danielle Mackenzie. And she's here today exhibiting some of her work. Tell me a little bit about your work and the medium that you use.
Well, all my works are mixed medium. They consist of acrylics, resin, and alcohol inks.
Tell us a little bit about alcohol inks.
It's very new for me, but it was kind of tedious to work with because I never done it before, but I just wanted to go out and try something new, so it was a good learning process for me.
Right. Tell us a little bit about what inspires you to paint and how some of your inspiration will come about.
My inspiration is really from the earth itself and Mother Nature, and just
show us a piece.
I love.
So this depicts
resin.
what?
This is a ocean with islands, and this is resin and art concrete.
Right, lovely, very, very nice. So Daniela, how long you have been painting?
I only recently started to paint. It's been a year now.
Approximately a year.
But I've been drawing and stuff before.
Oh, great.
All my
right,
life,
so you think you're going to continue with painting as your
for sure.
hobby or part of your life?
Life.
Right, that's
Definitely
great.
life.
This is Nazima Mohammed. She came as far as Tiparo, and she's been painting for 19 years. A very diligent artist, and she has some beautiful work here, which we'll view. She loves flowers, so you'll see that we have a whole array of our local flowers here in Trinidad. So we can have a look. This is some of her work here as well. Yeah. Nazima, what would have inspired you to do such a beautiful flower like this?
Well, you see, I usually grow flowers at my garden, so I would take a photograph or I sit there for hours and I'll just paint them.
Right, it's
yeah,
beautiful.
Very inspirational.
Lovely sunset
we went to
here.
a beach, I can't remember where it was, and we sat there until sun went down and I painted that.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah,
All of
thank
you.
you.
And what about this, here, this praying mantis?
Praying mantis.
It's just so gorgeous.
Thank you.
It's beautiful. So again, I mean, we are honored to have you here
Thank you very
at the
much.
Art Society for our Christmas art show, and we'd love to see you again next year. Hi, Jacqueline Guzman here at the Art Society. Again, we are having our annual Christmas art show where we have a lot of our local artists. I am one, Jacqueline Guzman. Peter Shepard being the president of the Art Society, which is hosting this event. We have a couple of our local artists, Tessa Alexander, Nazira Mohammed, Jacqueline Guzman, Hazel Marshall, and so on. So please feel free to come down and just view some of the lovely art that we do have here today. This is some of my work here, Jacqueline Guzman. It was also at the Hilton a couple of weeks ago, and at the Horizon Art Gallery. So we see Christine Norton here is a photographer and a fantastic photographer. I know the name Norton as well in the line of photography. So it's an honor to have you here at the Art Society for another one of their Christmas shows. So Christine, tell us what inspires you with some of your work.
Hi, well, nice to be here. My work is really photography, but photography that's a bit more complex. I make it complex by adding more to it. So I try to filter my work. Sometimes I paint on my work. I add words to it, and the idea behind that is to tell a bigger story, a deeper story. I sometimes would add a QR code to some of my work, just so that
This is a book that you published?
So this is a book that contains my last show.
Oh, lovely.
Right.
That's
So
nice.
this is my last show.
You have a lot of talent in Trinidad.
It's called After Basquiat Fragmented Imagery. Some of the images here are from that. So what I do is I sometimes want to tell a bigger story. So I add a QR code to the images. And I want to take the
Tell us about this QR code.
So this QR code, when you scan the code, you can see the guy fishing.
Oh,
So I
lovely.
do this, and the reason for it is you would see that when I was there that day, this was the scene, difficult to see. I don't know if you could see it well.
Interesting, eh?
But then if I hit this download button, you will see the guy begin to fish. And the whole idea is so here he is, so he's fishing. These are still my photographs, but I put my photographs together to try to show the motion, to take people where I was on the day that I did the shot. And so normally when people see my work in a gallery, they would see the shot, they would get the QR code, they scan it, and then they get a deeper story.
Beautiful,
Right?
beautiful.
They get a deeper story of the shot. So I'm trying to depict Trinidadians the way we are in this particular show, the way we are, and I'm writing notes on it for personal commentary.
Beautiful.
And, so
Here's her
I'm
book
enjoying
here.
what I'm doing.
Hi, again we're with another artist, Hazel Marshall, one of the artists here at the Art Society. And she's just going to tell us a little bit about her work, how long she's been painting and what has been inspired her to paint such a beautiful painting that is on the side of her hair. Hazel?
So most of my work is acrylic on canvas. As you see here, this lovely piece. I'm inspired by mostly flowers. If you'd notice, a lot of my work are flowers. And I just love to paint almost every subject. I don't stick at just one subject. I like to paint flowers, I do portraits, seascape, landscape, you name it. Whatever inspires me at the time, I will paint.
Oh, great. So that is lovely. And I know that you're also here with some of your wine as well.
Yes, I have the hummingbird wine. This Christmas, we have Sorrel Zinfandel wine. Unique. There's no wine like that around anywhere in the world. Sorrel Zin wine. So you can have a look at it at the other table. It will make a lovely gift for Christmas.
We're here with Peter Shepherd, president of the Art Society, and again they're hosting another one of their Christmas art exhibitions. So Peter, tell us a little bit about today.
Today we are part of the art exhibition that's ongoing inside, which is 57 of our members displaying 77 works of art in our annual November exhibition. What today is the art mart. There are lots of Christmas markets at this time of year, so this one is completely focused on visual arts based on requests from the membership, and this is what we have today. So there are about 14 or 15 vendors here out in the gardens at the Art Society, all with a table displaying their works of art.
Great. So let's have a look at some of your work today as well.
Right, well this table is my mother and myself. We're
Oh,
both
lovely.
painters.
Wow.
So we have a saying, mango tree do bear orange.
Right.
This is proof of that.
Right, we see that.
Both of my parents, in fact, were painters.
Right, lovely.
And looking at our style of painting, it's like looking at the evolution of man. It's
Yes,
like the same palette, the same composition.
Wow. So
Right?
which one would be a mother's?
These are all my mother's,
Wow. Take a
and
shot
those
of
are mine
that
up there
one.
on the wall.
Oh, lovely. It's beautiful, boy.
So I'm not
Wow.
displaying my landscapes, I'm displaying those just to show some contrast between the two
Beautiful.
things.
So what would inspire you with some of your work?
Absolutely the Caribbean palette, everything that is colorful in the Caribbean, and then everything that is within our environment, everything that's in nature, specifically the Northern Range. So both of my parents and my work is very influenced by the beauty of the Northern Range.
Oh,
So it's always
lovely.
lush foliage and rivers and waterfalls and things of that nature. Thus the fake leaves that we have on the table.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful day. We have good weather today, and
Thank
we
God,
see that
yes.
we do have a number of local artists here, and we hope that the Art Society will continue to host such an event so that our local artists will be able to come out and exhibit their work.
Absolutely. We encourage this sort of activity to make opportunities for all visual artists in all sorts of forms to showcase their work, whether it's an exhibition in a gallery or here in a market. It's opportunities that we are creating for people to show the public their work.
Here's Pat Farrell Frederick.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about your work, Pat. She's also here exhibiting at the Art Society.
Yes.
1st of December. So tell us a little bit about your work.
Yeah. Well, as I said, I work with fabric and the art, the craft. I do craft also. I do these little pouches and so on.
Right.
But the art that I do, yeah.
She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
The art that I do embroidery on it. You know, like I can point to the things. Is that okay?
Of course.
Yeah. So I do a lot of embroidery on it. There's a lot that I don't have here. I do a little bit of weaving.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
You
Look
know.
at this beautiful. The weaving is gorgeous. So how you would do a piece like this? How this will be done? Would
It's
it be
on a
done?
loom.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's done on a loom.
Do you do more work with
I have a lot of those, yes, but I didn't bring all of them.
So Wendy, when would be your next event here of this kind at the Art Society?
Now, our art gallery is actually can also be rented out for sole
Different-
exhibitions and group exhibitions. So we are hosting a few in January, but the Art Society's next exhibition will probably be Pop in February around Carnival time.
Okay,
so that's
great.
like street art. So that's going to be our next official call. But we do have artists coming in January.
Right, so that would be great. So let's look forward to that next pop-up art show. Here at the Art Society again, and Eric is in love with my cards. So we're just going to say something about it. They're locally made by me. And if you would like to have one, you can give me a call at 755-3656. So all locally made cards. They're all versions of Christmas trees or Christmas trees here. This is another version of the Christmas tree. Just be creative. You could call this a Christmas tree as well. This is another Christmas tree. And another one. I think all the leaves fell off of this one. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.
Have you ever hosted anything like this before?
Never did.
Right.
But I know when I was at school, we always had to do an in-service, and because of that, I'm able to just speak at any time randomly.
Because she naturally just basically interviewed everyone here. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So I've got a question for you.
Okay.
I hope you can answer. Why is it that you could draw and I can't?
I think it's a gift that I got.
Right.
It's a gift that I was born with. Just like you have a job that is a vocation,
Right.
I have a gift that is art.
Yeah, but a job, I put hard work. I could do my job. No matter how much hard work I would put into a painting, I cannot draw. I've got no talent for that.
Well, I have found that over the years, my work has evolved.
Right.
And, before when I painted years ago, talking about maybe 30 years ago when I painted, or even in the last 20 years, I would just paint a painting. But what I have found now, I'd go back to a painting and go back. So it has definitely evolved in the richness of the canvas, the richness of the paint.
Right.
And not the richness of the paint, but the richness of the artwork itself.
Okay.
So,
So practice makes perfect.
yeah, practice makes perfect. I would say so, definitely.
And if someone does want to learn how to paint, where do they go?
Where do they go? All they have
Would
to
they come here?
All they have to do is to look around. To me, the what we have around us is our inspiration. Just to look at a tree, how a tree is, formed, or a leaf, different types of leaves, or just, our everyday life to me is our canvas, and that's how I'm inspired, just by taking even more notice of the things that are around us.
So I noticed there's a lot of plants, nature in your paintings. What inspires you?
Well, again, just first of all, I love trees. So you find that on my daily routine, going about, I would always observe trees. I just love the trunks. I look at the simplicities in some. I count even on a leaf how many veins they would have. I would look at a trunk of a tree, the shape. Sometimes I just see the elegance of the trunk, just how it's shaped. You know, so just the beauty in it, all that I love.
Well, once again, thank you so much for hosting our show at this lovely event.
You're more than welcome, and come again,
I will.
KVTV. And again, let's thank the Art Society for hosting such an event for our local artists again. Thank you.